Vibration 44, where we learn how to master our energy. And we do that through three main areas: spiritual alchemy, astrology, and holistic living. It's your girl B, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, I'm happy to have you here with us today. If you're returning, well, welcome back, fam. You know you always have a place here, okay? So, if you follow me on IG, you know that I've been hinting at something for a little while, and I finally have completed what is my outdoor space, my outdoor meditation space slash garden. I have been talking about how I want to give you guys a little tour of it, and it's done, so I want to give you a tour. So I have doubled this up as not only my outdoor garden, my little balcony garden, but it is also my outdoor meditation or sacred space. So I have a little outdoor altar here as well, and I just kind of want to show you guys how I put everything together. And I, live in a townhouse. I don't have a backyard, so my balcony is my only means of having an outdoor space, which means I had to be very smart with how I utilize every inch of space. I knew I wanted to be self-sufficient and grow my own food. Obviously I can't grow like an entire acre's worth of stuff, but with a little creativity, I was able to grow a lot of the things that I use normally, or I go to the store normally for. And I was also able to just infuse some beauty and some good vibes into my space. So what I want to do is take you around my space and show you my altar, and then I want to then show you my garden, show you the things that I planted in my garden, how I planted it, how I utilized the space, and everything like that. And then I want to also get into some of the magical properties of some of the herbs and stuff that I planted in my garden and flowers I planted in my garden, as well as highlighting some of the health benefits for some of the things that I've planted. Hopefully this gives you a good idea, or kind of just gets your creative juices churning on what you can do with your own outdoor space, even if it's a small and limited space, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and apologize for all the noise, because my neighbors are outside and dogs are barking and there's a lot going on. There's just really no quiet time to film these types of videos anymore since everybody's home. So I hope you guys can just understand that noises will come up throughout this video that I cannot control, okay? So without further ado, let's get into my outdoor space slash garden tour. Welcome back, guys. So I'm back outside and I am about to fill up my second planter, and this planter I ordered again because this one over here wasn't enough space. So I'm gonna get my dirt in here, and that's why I'm outside, and I'm gonna try to go on ahead and wrap this up as much as possible, get the rest of the plants in their official homes. And let me show you guys what I have going on here so far. Down here I got my rose bushes that I've gotten put in, and I still got some stuff on the ground that I need to put in permanent homes. And this here is my new lemon tree, and I need to actually get that into that pot over there and then sweep everything up, just finish this up so we have an outdoor space, right? So let me get to work and stop chit-chatting. the first place that we're going to start is with my altar table. And so I knew when I was doing my outdoor balcony, I wanted to have an outdoor altar space as the weather gets warm, to just sit outside in nature and to take in the elements, the natural elements. So I have this table here, and what I've got here is my incense burner, and it's currently burning something that's smelling so good. Over here, I'll start to the left of the table. This is my newest addition. This is my gardenia tree, and it's got one bloom right there, and I cannot tell you guys how fragrant this tree is. It is absolutely fragrant. But more than that, gardenias are highly spiritual. They are great to have in a meditation space because they help bring clarity, and they're great for self-reflection. They're also great for protection, and they help to dispel negative energies or feelings. So I knew that I wanted to have this gardenia bush here because of that. Moving right along is one of many rose plants that I have. So this is my first rose bush here. It currently doesn't have any blooms. I think it's a little too early. It'll probably start blooming soon. Lots of new leaves. And here's an old bloom right here hanging out. But I knew that when I wanted to put together my outdoor sacred space or my altar, that I wanted to be surrounded by roses. And roses bring that yin energy with love, divination. They enhance your psychic powers. They're great for luck and attracting fairies. So this is the other bush here on this table, and it's got some old blooms on it as well, so nothing here. In between the two are just some succulents, and then right here in the middle, in the center, is my Ganesha marble statue, and I love this statue. As soon as I saw it, I knew it had to be mine. And it is so weighty. I mean, it is really heavy. It's just solid marble. But this statue for me represents, because Ganesha is all about being the remover of obstacles, so it's just a reminder to me of that energy. Over here, hanging out in the corner, is Bast, and she is my protector of my little outdoor space, my little outdoor sacred space and garden, and she's just watching over to make sure all of the energy here is good. And if you want to look up the Egyptian deity Bast, B-A-S-T, then you can learn a little bit more about that energy. So down here we have my little cushion, my floor cushion, and I keep it under here when I'm not using it, but when I am, I just pull it out and sit on it and meditate, and it's just got a natural look, and it goes with the rest of this outdoor space. So that is my little outdoor cushion. Keep that right there. And standing up here, this is my seating area. Now, you guys, outdoor furniture is super expensive, so your girl is crafty, okay? I am crafty. This is actually something that I created to sit on, and what I did, and I'll show you guys. Let's see if we can get down here, take a little peek. Do you guys see that? All it is a piece of plywood and some concrete blocks. And then on top of it, I just put some cushions and then covered it with a blanket, throw on some pillows, and bam! Got me a nice little outdoor seating area. And honestly, this cost less than $100, and outdoor furniture, you know, couch of this size would have cost me a couple $100. So I saved a lot of money by being very resourceful. The concrete blocks will make sure that it's nice and sturdy and it can hold any amount of weight. So that is what I used to put that together, okay? So you got to get creative, guys. And then here, I just got some curtains that go all the way up to here and like a bar across the top. And the reason why I have these curtains twofold, it makes that wall behind it hidden and just kind of looks better, has a better appeal. But it also serves as like a net for me in the summertime if I want to like lay out on my little couch and take a nap or whatever, sit and write, and I don't want to be bugged, you know, with, you know, flies or bees or wasps or whatever. I can just pull it forward and I'm nice and protected under there. So that is why that's there. And this is my candle holder, which is actually hot right now. And I've got a candle burning in it. It's sea salt and sage candle from one of my favorite candle companies, Sand and Fog. And so this is what I use to just kind of keep my candles burning in. I don't like to keep them out in the open because of course the wind can come and just blow my flame out. And then it's sitting on this like bench thing, and I got this a long time ago. As you guys can see, it is, you know, it is taking a beating. It was in my son's room, and then we didn't need it anymore, and so I put it out here because it gives me some extra space to sit and prop my feet up on, and it also serves as a storage space. So I'm gonna open that up and show you what's inside. Okay, so now that I've got my little bench open, I will show you what I have hidden in here. I just have a tarot deck, some matches, then I've got all of my little cleansing things over there. I think right here is some Palo Santo, sage, and sweetgrass. I've got some extra incense in there. I've got this wooden box which holds all of my crystals. So when I get ready to cleanse them or charge them under the full moon, then it's just, they're already outside and I can just pop this box out. And I've got some altar candles, some extra ones. I've got a white one and a black one for protection. And then I have this little lantern battery operated light if I want to create some more ambiance out here. So that's pretty much all I have in there. And that's that. So now we're gonna get into the edible portion of my sacred space. I knew I wanted to be surrounded by lots of greenery, but I don't have a lot of space to work with, so I needed to make sure that most of what I was planning was what I can eat as well. So I have taken the liberty of getting as much as I can into this space just by stacking, right? So I know you guys are gonna ask me where I got these planters from. I got them on Amazon. I will put them in the link in the description, a link in the description below for you guys if you are interested in that. They were fairly inexpensive, but I did notice that because I bought this one first and then I needed the second one, and when I had to buy the second one I noticed that the price went up quite a bit. So I'm not sure what the price is now, but it was fairly inexpensive when I bought it. Anyway, let's get into what's here on the top. Right here I've got some romaine lettuce, I've got some spinach, kale, then right here I've got some cilantro and dill. Okay, and dill is great because dill is good for protection and lust and love. Okay, then like I said, I bought a second planter, and over here in the back I have some chives, then I have some oregano, and oregano is a great antiviral herb as well. I have a rosemary right here, and rosemary is actually a major protection herb, and it's great for cleansing as well, and it's antiseptic. All right, so rosemary is definitely one of those that you want to put in your, you know, your little herb garden or your outdoor garden. Right here is thyme, and thyme, I've been using a lot of thyme a lot lately, especially in some of my later versions of my teas, because it is connected to health and money. All right, right here is my little bitty sage. It'll grow, y'all, it'll grow, I promise. But You know, sage is a great, not only great for cleansing, which a lot of people know because they burn sage, but it's also good for protection. It's also good for wisdom and healing, okay? And then over here are strawberries. Lots and lots and lots of strawberries. This one's a little bit more mature, so they're bigger, but I have tons and tons of strawberries here. So wanted to make sure I had some fruit in here as well. So the second tier is just more rose bushes, honestly. I've got 2 rose bushes back there. That's rose, that's rose. I think that one's white, and this one might be yellow. They're not blooming yet. I got my Buddha here to remind me about what my mission or my task is in this lifetime, which is to be a great teacher. And so the Buddha just helps remind me of that. And then behind Buddha, I don't know if you guys see that vine plant back there, that is my Madagascar jasmine, and that is actually really fragrant as well. And it's not blooming right now, but when it does, it smells amazing. Right here is another rose bush. And then this plant right here is interesting. I got this from my son's preschool teacher. When he was in preschool, she had this amazing, beautiful plant in her office, and it just cascaded everywhere, and she told me that it was a lucky money plant, and she broke off a piece and gave it to me, and I stuck it in some water, and it sprouted roots, and I put it in the dirt, and now it's grown on its own. So I am loving that it's growing. Moving along over here, we've got my mint plants in the back, and back here is peppermint, and right here is spearmint. And mint is super easy to grow, and it's a major protection plant as well. If you watch my video on the indoor plants that you can use to help remove negative energy from your space, you will know a lot about mint already. Mint is connected to money, healing, success, protection, and it's great for your health as well, because it aids with digestion, anything with like colds, asthma, anything with the respiratory or circulatory system, it's great for, okay? And over here we have a lemon balm, and lemon balm is also in the mint family. It is not the same as a spearmint or peppermint in flavor, but is a part of the same family, and it's great for clarity, creativity, prosperity. It also cleanses the aura, and it's a great antidepressant. So this is, or antidepressant. I don't even know why I said antidepressant. That is not a word. Antidepressant. So it is great to have in your garden as well, and I use this in a lot of my teas too. Then I just have my little watering can right here. And that is pretty much what's on and in the planters. Okay? All right, let's move on. So moving along to everything that's on the ground. The first thing we have here is lemongrass. And lemongrass is a great herb because it dispels negative energy, and it also enhances your psychic abilities, okay? And for the health benefits, it's great because it is known for its anti-inflammatory properties and helping to drive down fevers and everything like that. So lemongrass is a great herb to have. Then next to it, I have some more strawberries. I just threw a bunch of extra plants that I had in here, and they just started blooming. Next to the strawberries are blueberries, and I don't know if it's focusing on that. Okay, there we go. So here are some blueberries that are coming in, and that's my little blueberry bush. Over here, I have some basil, and basil is another one of those protection herbs. It's also good for money, it's good for relationships, and it's great for, anxiety, just relaxing you, and it's great for digestion as well. And it's in the same pot as the tomatoes, and I have black cherry tomatoes growing here. I don't have any coming in yet. It's pretty early, but the reason why I planted the basil with the tomatoes is because it actually enhances the flavor of tomatoes. So if you're planting tomatoes, try throwing some basil in the pot. Next to it is my lavender, and this lavender, I was just hoping and praying that it would survive the winter because I had it inside next to the window, hoping that it would just stay. And it's one of my more finicky plants because I couldn't figure out how to deal with it, but I realized it's just one of those plants that likes a drier environment and a cooler environment and not as much water. So lavender is another power herb. It's great for sleep, peace, purification, and love, okay? So lavender is just, and it's just the aromatherapy that comes from lavender is amazing. Next to it, I have my cucumbers, and these are probably going to get wild, okay? And once they do start to, they're a vine plant, so once they start to vine, I will, you know, wind them on this trellis here and allow them to just kind of grow through the entire balcony. So next to my cucumbers is my lemon tree. And my lemon tree is an actual Meyer lemon tree. It's a dwarf variety, so it's not gonna get too big. Let me see if I can give you guys a close-up. I've got a couple little lemons coming in on my little lemon tree, and this is my first time doing a lemon tree, but I knew I wanted to be self-sufficient, and lemons were one of the things that I use, you know, pretty often. So I wanted to make sure I had some lemons, so I'll let you know how this process goes. Okay, and down here in the pot, stoop down so you guys can see, I actually decided to utilize the space of this big pot that the tree is in by throwing in some more seeds. So I threw in some chamomile and some calendula seeds, and calendula is also known as marigold. It's a great flower with very great antiviral properties, so it is a power flower to have in your garden. And then I also threw in chamomile, and chamomile is great for relaxation, sleep, peace. I mean, chamomile is it, okay? If you have a sleepy time tea or anything like that, you will look in the ingredients list and 9 times out of 10, chamomile's in it. It's just one of those real calming flowers. So, health benefits up the yin yang. Over here I have some sweet bell peppers, and then next to it are some jalapeno peppers. Okay, so that is all that I have for you guys today. I really hope that you enjoyed this outdoor space slash garden tour slash outdoor altar idea slash whatever you want to think of it as. I just hope that it was something that, you know, could inspire you to also start your own outdoor garden. I'm showing you that you don't need a lot of space, okay? You can see that I've packed a lot into this small balcony. And I know that you guys can do the same. So when you put your space together, I'm challenging you, okay, to put your space together, number one. And number two, when you put your space together, no matter how big, how small, I want to see your creative ideas. You know, hit me up on Instagram and tag me in your pictures. I want to see what you guys have put together. If there's something that you liked about this, hit it up in the comments below and let me know what you liked about the space, what you plan on doing with your own space, something that you've used in the past or something that's worked in the past that maybe I can incorporate to my space. I would love to hear from you guys. So let me know what you're doing, what you're working on, and until then, I will see you guys in the next video.